inside of that game. So what's the game you're playing?
I think I'm just going to have to reach out to all my siblings and my mom, because those are the hardest ones for me.
Man, reach out. What do you
Have
got?
conversations with them, tell them what I've been going through.
Okay, good.
Ask them to be with me and just talk about it.
Okay.
I don't really know what more to do, but that's quite big for me.
Yeah.
That would be big. I don't talk to them.
And then maybe some like him, there may be some inauthenticity there you gotta be authentic about, something to complete, integrity to restore. Something. I don't want you to go through all that right now. But that's just the place to look.
Okay, I can do that. I just said I would do it, so I'm gonna do it.
All right, good. And who are you gonna have here with you?
Well, I can't force people to come, but I can ask them.
I didn't say force.
I can invite.
I didn't say invite you though either. It's gonna take something from you, like a stand.
I don't know why that seems so hard. Ask for somebody to be supportive of me. I can ask you guys to do it.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, I can ask strangers, but not my family. So, I'll ask.
Again, not what I asked. So 10 is a celebration of many things, of what you've accomplished, of the work you've done here, of the community that was built here, the partnership, the relationships, the relatedness. It's an opportunity to celebrate that. It's also an opportunity to complete the seminar powerfully. Human beings don't like to complete things either. Notice we have a bunch of past left incomplete that's impacting us right now. Human beings don't like to complete things powerfully. It's also an opportunity for acknowledgement. Acknowledge each other for what you accomplished. Acknowledge the support. Acknowledgement of the people in your life that, had you be here. Maybe you had to get babysitters. Maybe you had to ask off work. Maybe you had to have a conversation with a loved one. It's also an opportunity for acknowledgement. So having people in your family here inside of that space is nothing like that. So, I gotta move on to who you're gonna have here. Good, you don't have to know. This is called giving your word to something and then taking actions consistent with that. Notice we don't like to do that. I'm not saying.
I know I can have one of my friends here, the one that brought me into Denmark series. She's the most supportive of me.
Yeah, great. That's great. What's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa, fantastic. So you also know that people in the world don't have the possibility of partnership, like we distinguished it tonight. And people in the world honor their thoughts and feelings and go through what you went through last week every day. Human beings think that what they think is the truth. What's their access to having breakthroughs outside of their own mind? Being here with you. They don't have any other access to that. Give them that access. Because somebody gave it to you. Have it not be about you, but about them discovering that what they thought was real maybe isn't real. Maybe I can create something with my word. Maybe I can be with people. So,
But that's exactly what I just asked for from very.
good. And I said you'll get it taken care of when you get your attention off yourself. Giving that away to other people naturally will have you get that for yourself. All right? All right, Lee. Let's acknowledge Lee. So let's just have session number 10 be a blowout. Like an all-around blowout. People like food. Question?
Yeah, I think what would be nice if we had
Hold on. Stand up. Stand up.
I would like a summary of the I would like a summary of the whole class, of every lesson that we had, the bullet points that we were supposed to get out of every single one of these 10 sessions, and bring this thing to a point of what we should walk away with, so I have a clear understanding of it.
Joe, man, I love you.
Well, I know that
Joe, what I can do is I can give you the assignments. I don't have bullet points. Because, let me just tell you, half the stuff I'm saying, I'm making up. Look at me. No, you're not being with me. There's no bullet points. And even if I gave you bullet points, it would make zero difference in your life. Zero. Because you have to take what we're doing here, these conversations, and use them in your life. A life is not a list of bullet points. A life is going out there and messing it up. Like going out there and inviting 10 people you don't know and having them all say no and coming back with your heart broken and then doing it again. Life is about taking risks. Life is about inventing possibilities, fulfilling all of them. There's no bullet points for that.
All right, wrong word.
No, it's not. It's not. Hold on, look. Be with me. It's not an accident that you said that word. It's not an accident of the words that come out of your mouth. It's just no accident, baby. It wasn't the wrong word.
Okay, how about this? The first day we had class, I remember there was 2 scenarios that were given on either side of the room. And you guys had them rehearsed, and you brought them out, and they made a lot of sense to us. We all got it. We all could.
So just talk for yourself. There's some people who weren't even in here. They don't know what you're talking about.
I want more of those.
Scenarios?
Yeah, I get, you know.
So let me ask you this, Joe. We're talking about session number 10 right now, right? And you want the list of everything, okay? I got that. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So what are you creating session number 10 to be?
Combination of all of it.
Okay, like everything all coming together.
There's a lot of things I miss. You know, there's a lot of things that, there's a lot that I know I don't.
Right here, right here. There's a lot left?
There's a lot that I know I missed.
Okay, that's no problem. I'll give you the homeworks.
No, it's not ready.
What do you mean? Where are you right now?
I'm feeling like it's useless to ask.
Okay, where's that going on?
Right here.
No, where's useless to ask? Where's that happening?
Well, okay, it's stupid to ask.
Stupid to ask. Where's that happening?
Right here.
Nope.
Okay, right here.
Is it happening up there?
Well, yeah, I don't feel like I want to ask you anything anymore.
You don't feel like you want to ask me
I've
anything?
already asked you. You told me no, you gave me your answer, and that's okay. Understand?
Okay.
I'm satisfied with that. Well,
You
I'm not
satisfied?
satisfied with that. It doesn't matter. It is your answer, and that's what it is. So
Okay.
I'll let it go with that.
So what are you agreeing for 10?
Let's come here and see how it is.
What's going on? This is how you do life, Joe.
Okay, that's how I do life. I'm sorry I asked.
Where'd you go? Nobody's, no, don't look around. We're talking.
I don't want to discuss anything more with you. You're done.
Where else do you do this? There's an opportunity for you right here.
No, we're done. I've asked you a question. It was a simple
I'm not
question.
done.
That's all I asked.
I'm not done. What's your experience right now?
My experience is it's not worth asking you certain things. I asked you something and it was the wrong thing to ask you, and
But Joe, who's saying that, man? I didn't say it was wrong.
well, it feels like it's wrong.
I understand, but where's that happening?
It's happening in my head. It's happening.
Yeah, is that real? When I stay with me, you're doing great. There's opportunity for you right here. Who can relate to Joe? You can't see that because you're in your head. So come on in with me. Nobody's saying wrong.
I'm
Stand
not
up.
looking for a confrontation. I'm looking
Is this a confrontation? It's not a confrontation. That's all happening up here. There's literally nothing wrong. But you think so because something's going on in here and you're relating to it as real. It's exactly what we've been talking about all night, so it's perfect. But this is your opportunity to discover that what you're thinking isn't happening in reality. Because I didn't say anything wrong, and I'm not having a confrontation with you. I'm just having a conversation. So, what's going on?
What do you want me to say?
Whatever there is for
Nothing's
you to
going
say.
on anymore.
Whatever there is for you to say.
I just asked for a summary, that's all I wanted. That turned into this, and I'm not very happy about it.
I got
I
that.
can tell you that.
I got that. If you come out here with me, there's actually nothing to be unhappy about.
I'm being put on the spot here because I asked a question. You threw it back at me as though this is supposed to be something you're supposed to get. You shouldn't be asking something like that. This is already week 10. I'm sorry I asked that.
Joe,
That clear.
I didn't
I'm
say
done.
I didn't say anything.
Here's your mic, goddammit. Take it.
So, that's what it looks like when you get reactivated. And that would be Joe's version of like Lee's thing. Everybody see that? Anything anybody want to say about what just happened there? Yeah, Michelle. Come on up.
Oh, Mila and I were just saying that I think like because my stepdad acts like that.
Yeah.
I think that he gets very embarrassed and then he always wants to know the answer.
Yeah.
And when he doesn't know the answer, he just gets defensive. Because we try to talk to him all the time, just like a regular family member. And if he doesn't think the answer fits him or is correct, he just turns us completely off.
Yeah.
And like he goes off the deep end to the point where he says things that don't even make any sense, and we can't reach him.
Well, where do you do that?
Where do I do?
Something like that.
When my daughter and I fight.
Yeah, I don't have a microphone right now, so I'm just gonna say it loud, but you gotta get. So, it's so easy for us to look at other people's lives and see it, right? That's like what we do, it's so obvious. But the value comes from looking at your own life. So what do you see? What do you see about your own life?
Well, I know that when my daughter and I, we come here for each other, that we're trying to not build walls to stop each other from speaking, and then also to say things that we don't mean, or that are hurtful, or that'll close each other off. Like, so, I know it's hard for Mila to be here, because I'm the only teenager here, and she gets really uncomfortable, and I tell her that I don't want her to see it that way. I want her to see it as an opportunity for herself and for both of us and for all our relationships. Because if we just shut ourselves down, we end up walking out like that. And I don't want her growing up like that. I don't want our relationship to continue that way. So, I know it's been hard for her and I. We have our ups and downs, but we know we love each other and that we wanna work it out. And so, like, we both looked at each other right now because we both got flashbacks
Yeah.
of dealing with, ourselves and our family, but that one particular because her grandpa and her step grandpa and my stepdad, like, it's hard because we don't have a relationship with him because he doesn't want to just talk.
Yeah. So
And I saw you trying to just open him up. You just wanted him to open up, but he saw it something different.
Yeah.
And you were just wanting him to engage, but he just didn't want to engage. He just wanted to shut down.
Yeah. So, and the opportunity in that is to look at where you do that, right?
Uh-huh.
And
It made us like look at each other and discover something, because you're just like, wow, because you're seeing it like, I mean.
Just because of time, I gotta.
Oh yeah, no. I just like,
Yeah.
it made like.
But you got what I said too?
Oh yeah, I totally got you.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Great. And thanks for being generous and letting me stop.
Oh, no, thanks for giving me the chance. That was me last night. This time last night, man, like, my mom and I got into it, and she was trying to open me up and, asking me these questions, and I'm like, took it totally different than what she was intending, and how she was asking, and I couldn't understand it. I left. I stormed out of the house, out of the room, right? Walking, like, my rackets and rackets and rackets and rackets, and it's like I couldn't get out of it, right? And then when you said, this is an here's being out here with me, I'm like, that was the opportunity for me last night to be there. So it was like, that is exactly me, all over the place.
Yeah.
So I completely turn on.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. Thanks, Alan.
So between now and next week, you are gonna have tons of opportunities to interrupt. Because now you've seen it, you have the opportunity to interrupt it. And I encourage you, I invite you to interrupt. Interrupt yourself. Don't do what's automatic. Do something off the course.
Yeah. Interrupt yourself. Anything else? Nope. Okay, great. All right, so real fast, about 30 seconds each, what I want you to do is share with your partner, what are you creating for session number 10? I gotta move on. We'll come back to you. Okay? Ready to go. Very good. Wrap it up, wrap it up. And acknowledge your partner. Acknowledge your partner. Okay, so this is what life looks like when you're dealing with what's right in front of you, right? Sometimes it doesn't look like we want it to look. Sometimes it does. But the opportunity is, who are you going to be with however it does look? And you have a say. You actually have a say in who you get to be, no matter what's happening right here, right now. Okay? So we have 15 minutes left. I'm not going to keep my agreement to give you 15 minutes in your groups tonight, given what we have left to go over, and it's just not enough time, okay? So I'm not going to keep that agreement. Let me see what else I want to say about that. That's it. So if there's something about that for you, will you come complete that with me at 10 o'clock? Can everybody, set that aside and then come complete that with me at 10 o'clock? Okay, great. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You can stay as long as you want, man. Yeah, as long as you want. You ready for the definition of romance? Okay, new conversation, by the way. New conversation. I told you we'd get to it. I just didn't tell you when. All right. Romance is a fictitious tale of wonderful and extraordinary events characterized by much imagination and idolization. Romance is a fictitious tale of wonderful and extraordinary events characterized by much imagination and idolization. So the important thing to get there is Romance is all made up. Just like what we're talking about tonight. Usually we relate to romance based upon circumstances. Right? But what if romance had nothing to do with your circumstances? Then you would actually have the opportunity to invent romance as a way of being. So, we've been talking a lot tonight about being authentic where you've been inauthentic. So there may be something you want to look at around romance where you've been being inauthentic and get authentic with yourself about that. There also may be a lot going on for you already about romance. Like, it should look like this. Or romance is a certain way. Or it happens at a certain time. Right? All that from the past. And that'll get in the way of you creating romance as a new way of being. And you generating romance. And again, remember, it's just a fictitious tale of wonderful and extraordinary events. So you're literally making it up. And in that definition, does it say nothing about love? Or even being in a relationship to have romance? Well, you can create romance as a way of being with anybody. Wonderful and extraordinary events, characterized by much imagination and idealization. So you have the say. So what you're going to do between now and next session, part of the assignment, is create. What does romance look like? In my interactions with people, what is romance? In my relationships. You can have romance with your mom and dad. Yeah, some people are like, whoa, a little much there. Is the definition on the...
It is not.
It's not.
But it's available in Webster's dictionary. That's where that came from.
It is available in Webster's dictionary, okay? So if you want to go back to the definition of that, look that up. Okay? Is it Webster's definition?
Yeah, it says in the, it says what version and everything, I think.
Not on my paper. Oh, it does. Yeah. Webster's dictionary. Yeah. The definition I gave you. Romance is a fictitious tale of wonderful and extraordinary events characterized by much imagination and idealization.
Can I add
Yes.
something? So if you want to see that in a show, Anne with an E, it's Anne of Green Gables, is totally this. It's really fabulous.
Anne of Queen Gables?
Anne of Green Gables, but it's on Netflix, it's Anne with an E. And it's this little girl that creates wonderful and extraordinary events.
Oh, just like
characterized
inventing them.
by imagination and idealism, just in her life, everywhere. It's just adorable. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome, awesome. Can you, what's the name again?
Anne with an E
Anne with an E.
on Netflix.
Of Queen Gables?
Green.
Well, it's about Anne of Green Gables, but the show is called
Green
Anne with-
Gables.
Yeah,
Green.
it's called Anne with an E, and it's
Anne with an E.
it's very good.
Oh, I get it.
On Netflix.
Show's called Anne
Tell you, leading seminars is a wild ride, baby. Oh boy. next conversation. That's quick, yeah. I want to keep you till 12, but I'd be breaking 2 agreements. I'm only allowed 1 a night. Okay, given our conversations tonight, it's perfect because what's the game you're going to keep playing? What game are you inventing for yourself? What's next for you? How are you going to keep the conversations we're having in here alive? Because this is not a conversation you'd be having at home on the couch. That's for sure. So, one access to keeping those conversations alive is putting yourself in the next seminar or the next program. Specifically here, I'm offering you 2 seminars that are coming up next to stay in the conversation. Integrity, as Ryan talked about tonight, and commitment. How many people, I don't want to say have issues, but I'm going to say have issues with commitment? Yeah, they're like, okay, good. And let me just tell you, the opportunity in the integrity seminar is that most people have integrity collapsed with morality. Integrity is right and wrong. Integrity is good and bad. But that's not what integrity is. And in the integrity seminar, you actually discover what an opportunity it is to live from integrity. And in the commitment seminar, you're going to want to quit 100 times because it's the commitment seminar. Okay? So those are the 2 coming up. My dear friend Elaine Frazier is leading the integrity seminar. And actually, I just got bumped ahead. I'm going to be leading the commitment seminar. Okay, so if you want to register tonight, we have tables that are available. Okay?
So it's gonna be Elisha and Ryan.
Yeah, so good question. Integrity starts when?
August 30th.
August 30th. And that's a
Thursdays.
Thursday night.
Yep.
And commitment is October 1st, and that's a Monday night. My brain patterns don't like that because I've always lived Thursday nights.
Similar to me. Integrity and commitment.
Yeah, but where'd you get that from? No, answer me. Where'd you get that? Good. So just kind of be looking at it. If they weren't similar, because my mind told me they're similar, okay, well, I mean, just look. Are they similar? She doesn't need that, because I got another one. But just take the case that come from not knowing. Everywhere. For everybody. It's really a powerful place to stand, because then you're coming from nothing rather than already having a conclusion about something. Okay, so if you know you want to register into one of those seminars, there's tables in the back. Gus?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put you at that table, okay? Gus is already registered into the next seminar. He can also answer any questions that you need. And then I have those 2. If you're not ready to register tonight, or you want to whatever, we'll do it at session 10. Okay, but take the flyers, look at what's next for you. What kind of structure are you going to have in place to have what you've created here continue? Because these conversations we've been having in here, they'll disappear without some sort of structure. Life happens really quick. Really quick. Okay, Brian. What am I missing? Homework. I don't know why I asked Ryan. Yeah, y'all know better than this. Can you pass that out, please? Yes. Okay, let's go over this real quick. I did what Ryan did. I should probably wait till you actually have it. Okay, very good. Practice, assignment 1, practice generating romance in your relationships. Create and fulfill on at least one romantic story. Okay, so what does that mean? We were going to do a notebook exercise. Clearly we did not do that. But what that looks like is you generating and creating for yourself what does romance look like in a particular relationship with someone, a specific person. So create and then fulfill on that, and then live that out. Create a story, and then fulfill on that story. Okay, you just want to have fun with this. There's no significance, play around with it. If you're the author of what romance is, create what romance is. Wonderful and imaginative events. And have fun with it. Okay? And then come back ready to share what kind of romance you have. Assignment 2, develop partnerships in your life. Have a conversation with at least one person with whom you are creating a partnership. Invent with them a possibility for the partnership and begin to look at what commitments and goals you could create. Okay, you don't have to have it all worked out. That you're having conversations with people creates a different life. The conversations may not go the way you want them to go. But that you're out there in life, having those conversations, sharing with people, it's a different clearing for your life. Everybody get that? Okay, so I got 2 things to say and then we're done. The first thing is, you may notice that tonight was a little bit different than how it's been going, yeah? So, yeah, good. So, what I took on, what I got clear on is that I'm just not committed to stepping over anything. And I'm committed that you have the intention of the series fulfilled in your life, really. Okay, so if there's something, and sometimes interrupting like that drives stuff up like that. And you may have something going on. If something's incomplete about anything, I invite you to come get it complete with me. Okay, will you do that if you do? Yeah, okay, good. The second thing is...
Or me, by the way.
Oh yeah, Ryan. No, we don't care about Ryan. The second thing is, have session 10 be a completion. Again, I'll say it. Human beings don't like to complete things. Have it be a completion and a celebration. Have people here with you. Give them the opportunity of what this is. 10 o'clock, guys. Awesome night. Great, great, great.